A quick disclaimer before we begin. Everything discussed in this episode reflects our personal opinions and experiences as educators. Always use your professional judgment and follow your organization's policies when evaluating and using AI tools. Welcome to Classroom to Code. I'm Nadia.
And I'm Noni.
We are two teacher moms in two different countries who somehow found ourselves building apps, learning AI, joining a Replit build-a-thon, and realizing that maybe we were never as far from tech as we thought.
Because before we ever called ourselves builders, we were teachers. We were already adapting, troubleshooting, differentiating, testing, fixing, and trying again.
This podcast is about what happens when teachers stop waiting for someone else to build the thing that they need and start asking, can I make this myself?
We'll talk about the messy parts, the scary parts, and the what am I even doing parts. And the moments where something finally works and you think, wait, I actually built that?
We'll talk about AI literacy, education, app building, design mistakes, accidental wins, motherhood, and what it really looks like to go from an idea in your head to something real.
And if you're listening and thinking, I'm not technical enough, I'm too late, or people like me don't build things like this, then honestly, this is the show for you.
Because we thought that too.
And we were wrong.
Welcome to Classroom to Code. Today we have a really special guest with us. We have Kelly Vanderbeek. Sorry if I said that wrong. Correct me if it's wrong. Creator of Spellstrike, who I think I came across during the Agent 4 Buildathon on Replit. So they had the mobile buildathon first, and then they had the Agent 4 buildathon, and I think that's when I came across Kelly, and she had created this really amazing app, which I found so intriguing. Do you want to introduce yourself, Kelly?
Sure. Yep, I'm Kelly. I'm married to my husband for the last 20 years, and then I have three kids, and all three of them have been homeschooled for the last right at 13 years of homeschooling. Yeah, it's been an adventure, and definitely through that you learn all kinds of things that you're like, I could fix that.
That's really cool. Have you always homeschooled, and were they ever in school, or have they been all of them been homeschooled from the start?
Yeah, so I homeschooled a friend of mine's kids. That's why I included the 13. But then also, my kids did get a public school up until the second grade. And one of my child, one of my kids, had a pretty bad anxiety disorder. And that's kind of what caused us to really decide to make the decision to bring them home.
Wow. Okay. So did you have to have any kind of training before you had to homeschool? I don't know how it works over there.
Nope. All you need is a college or high school graduate. So, yep. So you just put it in there and you're ready to go. So,
That's great. And there must be some way where like the government needs to track to see if children are being homeschooled.
um, not all states actually. Texas is a state that you can unschool, and so there are other states that you don't have to have any tracking. But South Carolina does have tracking, so we homeschool under option three, and which is basically you have to have a homeschool association, and then you have to do you basically sign like a form that says I'll homeschool for 180 days and complete 8 subjects, and so that's what we do.
Oh,
That's
great.
really interesting.
Is there like I'm just curious because I have always been American public schools and I've done private school as well. And there's some difference there. And then again, I'm licensed in so many states and every state, like you mentioned, is different and has different policies about it. Is there any kind of like check afterwards on like what you've done, or are you able to communicate with anyone? Because I feel like you built something so cool. Is there a way that you can show whatever governing body there is or anything like that?
So South Carolina is actually really lax, and I would say that that's a good thing. But yeah, so at the end of the year, you just fill out a form that says I completed 180 days. There's no submitting any schoolwork to anyone.
Oh, they don't ask for any kind of evidence or okay.
Okay. So you didn't start
It's quite
as
different here
yeah, yeah. It's different in a lot of places, even
in the
state to
States.
state, Noni.
So.
It's so
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
The US is huge and there's so much. I always say it's not one place. There's so much variation.
Oh my word,
Um,
that's so true.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. You didn't start as a coder though. Can you tell us a little bit about your, like, what's your origin story? How did you get into building?
Yeah, so I definitely would consider myself an artist. So like most of the things that I've created, like all of the artwork in my entire house, I made.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and so I see something on Instagram, I'm like, "Huh, I can do that." And then I just recreate it. And so that's kind of how I've always just been. I'm a middle child of seven children. And we were raised without a TV.
Okay.
Actually, we were raised with no media at all. And it forced us, well, I wrote a book about it. It's a lot, but I'll spare you the details. But anyway, yeah.
What's your book called?
It's called The Black Thread.
Okay.
Um,
Is it available? Is it published?
no, I'm not
Okay.
available just yet.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
to read
It
that.
is finished and it's in the Library of Congress. Um,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, but it is definitely not published yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a few things to line up.
All right.
But anyway, yes. So in that, we were child slaves in our family furniture business, and that led to a really great work ethic. So I'm very grateful for that. And but it made me my ability to constantly try something new and exciting. And so I think that's kind of what led me on my journey, like from one place to another, is this, thread in my life, where I've just kind of woven through to like create this tapestry. And so that's kind of the basis of my book, is the tapestry that God has woven in our life. And yeah. And so like I had seen, I think it was on Instagram or Facebook. Uh, I think it was Instagram. I had seen a commercial like for the Replit build-a-thon, and I was like, "Oh my word, that's so cool!" And I had had this idea for a while with my son because he hates worksheets. I don't really know anyone that likes worksheets. I mean, maybe Matilda. Um, you know, she is killing those worksheets. Um, and so, but I was trying to figure out, like, he had been doing ABC Mouse for years, but it's pretty babyish. I mean, like, there's little mice, and mice are adorable. But for, a seventh grader, he's not wanting to do mice, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so he was just like, I just wish there was something out there that was more like, I'm a gamer, like Call of Duty style, right? And so when I heard about Replit, I was like, this is perfect. Like I'll create a like Call of Duty style game where it has XP and you get to earn your rank. And you unlock, themes and color themes and sound packs. So you have something to do with your XP. And yeah, and so it kind of just built out of that. And then like my son was like, "Hey, it would be really cool if I would know like in real time, like when I'm typing out letters, like which ones I'm getting wrong, like when I'm getting them wrong." And so he kind of is the one that came up with the green and red tile feedback. And so then my middle son, he's really into etymology and like he loves to know where words come from. And turns out I didn't know I liked that too, but I actually really enjoyed that. And
Wow.
so I added that. So like it gave the app a totally different dynamic between just the feedback and the XP. And now we know like, oh well, gosh, that word comes from Old Norse, or words that don't have a lot of vowels. That's Greek. Like I didn't know that. That's so cool. So it's just so exciting to
The
me.
best kind of feedback you get is from the people who are going to use it. And children, I always say to Nadia as well, children are like ruthless with their feedback.
Oh,
So
especially
it's
your own child.
yeah,
We all are we're moms that, let our kids try our apps, and so you have to be a little resilient, but it's the most useful feedback for sure.
Oh my goodness, for sure.
yeah.
Yes.
So the Buildathon was the first time you actually used Replit,
Yep.
and this was your first app.
Oh, well, no. Sorry, I said yes, but no. It is the first app I built. I have a Bernedoodle business, so I raise Bernedoodles. And I built our sites on there. And then one of my art pieces, I built an art like portfolio, online portfolio for my
What's
art piece.
can I ask you what a Bernedoodle is?
A Bernedoodle is a Bernese Mountain Dog mixed with a poodle.
Oh, it's so
So you get the coloring of a Bernese Mountain Dog, but the non-shedding.
amazing. Amazing. I love how so many of the people that we bring on or we meet in the Replit community are multi-passionate. Like
Yeah,
I haven't met a person yet in the community that does just one thing. It's
yeah.
like I'm also, an expert in this completely unrelated to vibe coding field. It's
Oh,
so
for
cool
sure.
to see.
Well, my
So
Yeah.
cool.
husband and we flipped houses for years, and so I do like electrical and plumbing, and I can do flooring, and the whole. So,
Amazing. That's so cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
So
so
go on, Nadia, you go.
no, I was just saying, you had given us a little heads up on your why for why you created your tool, and I'd love for you to talk more about it.
oh, absolutely. So yeah, sorry, the why, definitely. My son throughout our schooling, when you're when you're schooling your own children, you don't have a teacher that you're relying on outside of the home. You tend to put your children in all the same box, educationally. Um, and and so I have three children, and two of them are here is a workbook. Do the workbook, and then they're like, "Oh, yay, mom, sure, I'd love
Mm.
to." And so, the academic where they just are naturally okay with just doing a workbook. And my youngest, though, as time went on, I have learned that there are different learning styles. And when I had two that were learned the same way, and I could just hand them a workbook, I I didn't even realize that there was other ways of learning. And so I myself as a mother had to go out and like read books on like learning new learning styles. There's a great book, it's called Wired That Way. And it really helps you to understand that you can be an absolute genius in an area that someone else might not be even a C average in. And so that really helped me to understand like that he doesn't have to learn the same way as my two olders. And so I that's kind of what I had to make a complete shift in how I taught him versus how I taught my first two. And so, it was a journey. It was a journey learning how, how he prefers to be educated. And then making that shift, like that's the best part about homeschooling. I think it's my favorite part of homeschooling is like the ability to shift like very quickly. We had this moment, while we were homeschooling and I mean like, it was several years ago. And he was really struggling reading. I'm telling you, super, super difficult. And so I was having him do some writing, and I would be like, I don't understand. You just did this yesterday. Like, how can you, I don't understand. How are you not learning it? And it was just this huge like a huge moment of frustration, a year's worth of teaching the exact same word and him still not getting it. And it was not a healthy moment from a parent's perspective. And we both were, not exactly happy. Frustrated is what I would describe it. But then there's this moment where he says to me, Mom, you don't understand. The letters are floating all over the paper. And I was like, huh, oh my gosh, I think you're dyslexic.
Hmm.
And I don't know, he's not been tested, so he prefers that I not say that he's dyslexic. But there was this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to change how I'm teaching him. And so from there on out, I literally closed the book and was like, we're gonna do something different. And from there on out, I just started handwriting his entire curriculum in three different colors, like actual physical colors with my hands, and like pens and paper or like markers, changing like the a crayon versus a marker shows up differently in the brain, like when you're physically writing something out. It's a tactile thing. It helps you, like if you're tracing it with your finger. So there are some different, like, um, things that you can do as a parent that I don't know if public school educators have that ability to do that per kid. I mean, I'm sure if the classrooms were small enough, then it would work. But I rewrote everything in paper with like some uppercase, some lowercase. The letters were like further apart. My point is that I made a shift in our education system, and it made all the difference. Like he went from not being able to read to being able to read. So that was really wonderful.
That's really great. If the people with the problem, they see it firsthand, are able to come up with a solution. I think it's so great that you were able to do that for him. In schools, we have a classroom full of 20, 30 children, and we have to do those things for them individually, but it's so much workload, and sometimes some children don't get that attention. They have to work in small groups. So and being able to know that those are the symptoms of dyslexia and then be able to adjust and adapt his work towards that, I think that's really great.
Right. No, that's absolutely so powerful. It speaks to, the dedication of a mother and a teacher, because you were able to identify that pain point that was extremely personal for you and for your child, and then design solutions. And I'm curious if you can tell us a little bit about what was, why not use the spelling tools that already exist? Why did you create your own?
Hmm, it's a great question. Well, for at the time, there weren't spelling um, tools in a way that he would appreciate them. So there are plenty of spelling tools out there. Specifically, the curriculum that we were using uh, didn't have anything. As far as I know, I have since been updated on that information, so that I just didn't know that their curriculum had a spelling one because I never searched it. And so I don't know, it was an oversight on my part. Most of my spelling stuff or homeschool curriculum that I'm looking for, I almost always find it on Pinterest. And so that tends to be my go-to place. And so I didn't really find anything on Pinterest that was um, masculine. I'll just say
Mhm.
it that way. Something that is going to appeal to a boy.
Mhm.
Right, something child. That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm curious, how did you utilize Replit to solve your problem?
Um, I think that's my favorite part. I tell everyone about Replit because literally you talk to it like you're a friend. Like
Mhm.
I talk to it like it's a friend. Like I'm like, oh, I have this really great idea. And like I don't know any coding language, like none. So like when I first opened the app, within, I mean, like within 5 minutes, I think I had like some form of a website. And I built the website and the app at the same time. So I literally told the agent, I want to build a website and an app at the same time, and like just talk to it, just regular, conversation was like, this is the things I'm looking for. These are the problems I'm trying to solve. And within 5 minutes, I mean, I had something that was, I did use Canva to create like almost all of my artwork. And so like that's why I'm so excited about the Canva integration. I'm like,
Yes.
I can figure it out.
We love it. We absolutely love it as teachers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
I
talked
use
about
it
it
all the
before. We love
time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was just like I just pulled those images in and went from there. It was just really, really exciting.
So when you came across Replit, did you already have this idea for the spelling tool?
No. No, actually, because I was like, what am I gonna make for the build-a-thon? Like, what am I gonna figure out? And then it just kind of happened to coincide, right? And serendipity.
So as you were building, did you get other users or your children to have a look at it and give you feedback?
Oh
Do
yeah.
um so I'm curious, when you were building your app, did you have other users or your children um take a play at it, give you feedback, or did you wait till you built it all when it was all done?
Um, So the first 5 minutes, it was just me. I was just kind of like figuring out like how to talk to the agent. And but then within, I love the Expo Go, like the ability to like see that on your phone right away was so huge because then I was able to like have him play it on my phone right away. That was
That's
so
amazing.
cool. And so like that's actually like when he was like, "Oh, I'd really like those feedback tiles to change color." Like, because when we first started out, they were just all yellow. And so and then he was like, "Well, if it's right, if it turns green, that's great, or if it's red." And so that like he made that. Like he's the one that like gave me that idea. Like it wouldn't have been the way it is. And it's so funny because that's the exact thing. Like the main thing. I just got an email from uh I'll just say it this way, a very reputable company out there in the world. And they were like, we really love your mechanics of your game. Like that's awesome. Let's talk. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing. So during the build-a-thon, I actually saw your artwork for your app, and that's what caught my attention. I thought, and I saw the word Spellstrike, and I was like, yes, an educator making a tool that looks really nice as well. And I
Yeah.
think it's so important that's the kind of stuff that needs to grab your attention, especially for children. And I showed my class um the app and my kids, and they really enjoyed practicing their spellings on it. So do
I
you want kind of like go ahead, Nadia.
No, I was just gonna say I haven't seen it yet. I've seen like your advertising, your videos and things like that. I haven't played with your app and I'm getting so excited to play with it. I just had to
It's
throw that
really
in.
cool. I
Mhm.
think did you start off with the main app and then you built a junior one
Yeah, I
later?
want to know a little bit. There's three different
yeah.
ones, is that right?
Yeah, so there are three different versions. So Spellstrike Tactical is for sixth grade through 12th grade. It's
Okay.
designed to get like Mission Alpha would be sixth grade, and then it's designed to advance in difficulty up until the 12th grade.
Mhm.
And then I built Spellstrike Jr, which is the far right one. Um, and in that one, it's third through fifth grade. I was kind of shying away from doing a third through fifth grade, just because my research had said that there were so many apps out there for third through fifth grade. And so I was kind of trying to focus in on the tactical. But I have a lot of homeschool moms, and they were all going, actually, we love the tactical version. We would love it for our kids that are younger. And so there was enough out there, like people coming back to me and saying like, we really love the functionality of the tactical, but the words are just way too hard for our kids, because they're in third and fifth grade, and so or somewhere along those lines. Um, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll make one for you guys. Well, then I had a bunch of like my grandparents, aunts and uncles, who were and just older friends, who were like, "This is amazing, and this would really help me to like kind of get back in the game with my spelling, with a lot of the spelling." Um, like autocorrect on your phone kind of ruins you as a speller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very true. You
that
kind
is
of
true.
depend on it then, and then you just don't. bother learning spellings.
I was a better
Exactly.
speller before autocorrect, for
Yeah,
sure.
Too.
definitely.
And so I built Spellstrike Legacy for those people.
Very cool.
And ironically, my analytics are telling me that like the junior is by far the most used. So I'm so glad that I actually did that too. But yeah.
Amazing. So if someone wants to get your apps, where are they available?
So the Junior and the Tactical are both available right now on the Apple App Store. And then, of course, the Google is much more difficult to get onto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's taken me at least a month and is still in review. So much more difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a question before we move on. How did you find getting your app onto the App Store, the Apple App Store?
So I thought that Apple App Store was actually difficult until I realized how difficult it was for Google Play. And then I'm realizing, oh, actually, it's not that hard at all. And
Yeah.
one of the my favorite parts of Replit is being able to take screenshots. I literally screenshotted the first like Apple developer, like the very first thing, and was like, what do I do? And then like every single place where I like didn't know what to do, I just screenshotted it and was like, help me out. What do I
Yeah.
do here? And it is amazing. It walked me through the entire thing. And then even areas where like it when my first, two times it was rejected. And so then I would just screenshot the rejection and say like what am I missing here? What did I not get right? Oh, you're on the wrong page. Oh, okay, thank you.
That's exactly what I did with my first app. I took screenshots, showed it to agent, tell me what to do next, and I got rejected as well. And then I told agent I got rejected. So it and the agent, the Replit agent is the best place to do it because it built the app for you, so it will know how to fix it or give you feedback on how to get it onto the App Store. Really great.
Absolutely. Like probably one of my favorite parts about it is like the ability to, because you're asking the agent that built it, you have the ability to say, hey, like come up with the promotion text or help me to come up with the description or whatever it is. Like, and it's like boom, right there. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
Absolutely. You mentioned that you're kind of, you're getting attention for this awesome thing that you created. You've got a bunch of users kind of from all over, correct?
Yeah.
How talk about that a little bit. Like what has marketing been like? Like obviously you built the thing. How
Yeah.
are you getting, users and making your product better and, spreading the word about it?
Absolutely. So in retrospect, building the app and the website has been the easiest part. It turns out marketing is really hard.
Yes.
And so like I'm like learning everything on the fly. And so but as of right now, I've been using ChatGPT to like I actually started the build-a-thon with a chat on the side. And so it's literally called like build-a-thon winning strategy.
Mm.
So it didn't do so bad. I got fourth place. And so like I would screenshot things or like conversion funnels, like learning all of those different things. Like I've been like on YouTube constantly, like just watching like marketing strategy videos or like conversion funnel videos and like what does that even mean? Like I didn't even know what a conversion funnel was. And
A
so
lot of people don't, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
You just build this
yeah.
Yeah.
thing and you're like, what do you mean funnel? For me, funnel, where I live, that means tornado. It means watch out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so I'm learning that and then I screenshot like the results. So I've been doing Facebook ads and Pinterest ads. Those are like kind of my two main avenues. And so I've been doing a lot of like ads on Meta or and Pinterest and then I'll screenshot the results of those ads into ChatGPT 5 and then it'll be like help me like kind of fine tune the ad that I'm doing so that I have a better conversion rate. And it's working. I just got my first conversion from one of my ads. So I was so excited about that. Just today on the live stream, I was like,
Oh, amazing. That's so
Awesome.
cool.
Congratulations.
Like my
That's
funnel's working.
It's such a look, you didn't even know what
well
a funnel
done.
was. And now you got it. So
Yeah.
look at
Yeah,
you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats.
it's
And
great
then so
that the effort's clear.
one of my other strategies that I'm super excited about. So I used Agent I just said, hey, can you give me a list of tw at least 25 um homeschool podcasts, and
Mm.
I want their contact information.
Oh, smart. You're your like own, what
Very
is, people have
cool.
managers for this. You're your own
Yeah.
PR person. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Then
and
when
it
you do think about AI, you can just run your whole business.
Yeah, for
did.
real.
And then I just put it all into like an Excel, and then I just every day I do three. I'm not going to try and overwhelm myself. So I just do three, and I had it come up with like a very business style, like friendly message to the podcast person. And then just say, "Hey, I'd like to be on your podcast. I'd like to talk about my this is what I made. It's free to use, and then I just kind of do a little blurb about it. And so that's been really great. And then another thing I had to do a separate list for specifically for homeschool websites that have free resources on their website. So you can submit a free resource on homeschool websites a lot of times, like blogs and stuff. It actually gave me 100. So
Amazing.
it gave me 100 like different resource pages with their contact information.
Okay.
Pretty amazing. And so I'm just going down those lists and sending them emails. Sometimes it's an email, sometimes it's a contact form on their website. Just depends. And I'm getting great results. Like as of right now, most of the people that are using my website are actually people coming from those free resources.
Amazing.
That's really
That
Yeah.
cool.
is so cool. And then you had put, your advice, don't wait to feel qualified. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. If I waited to be qualified for anything, I just never do anything. I mean, because the thing is that I just get so excited about learning new things. I love learning. Like I just
Yeah,
genuinely love to learn. I love to learn something new. It's just so exciting. Like it makes me feel
for sure.
alive.
For
Like
sure.
learning something new is just it's so cool.
Yeah, and I love that you said that because one of the big things that we hear also is start before you're ready.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, I think people don't understand that you can just start and feel unsure and learn as you go. Just start, just do the thing. So I
Just
love
do
that
it.
you said
Yeah.
that.
Just go for it.
Just
Yeah.
go for it. Yep,
Yeah. I hear this
definitely.
a lot about apps as well, is that even if it's not finished, just publish it, just go for it, and then make your adjustments
Oh my
later.
goodness, absolutely. The feedback that I've been getting, like there are people, random people all over the world who are feedback like giving me feedback in my email and saying, "Hey, I'd like to see this," or "Hey, I'd like to see that," or "Could you do this?" And I don't do all of them. I did for like a split second start integrating like everything, but then I started to realize, well, wait a minute, this is like losing what it is for me.
Mhm.
And so I was just like, gotta pull back to like,
Yeah.
you can't listen
I
to
think we
everyone.
talked about this previously. We talked about this previously, me and Nadia, about how it's so important to take on feedback, but also stick to what's true to yourself and what you want to put out there, rather than taking everyone's feedback and keep putting it into your app, and it doesn't stay as your app anymore.
Yeah,
Right. You
I
can't
feel
let
like it
it.
loses that integrity.
Yeah.
Right. You can't let it derail, your mission and your vision, but, you do want to make it better for your users. So if it's aligned, feedback is so valuable. And this is something that I was explaining to my husband. My husband's a physician, and I was like, look, put it out into the world. I'm teaching him, I got him into Replit. And I said, look, just put it out and try it and have people try it. And he's like, but it's not perfect. And I was like, listen, it's not surgery. Your patient's not going to die if you get it wrong. So
I
like it
love
just kind
that.
of getting over. Yeah, I mean, because so many of our careers that we have, you have to get it right the first time. But the beauty of what we're doing is it's creative and you can iterate and improve. You're actually supposed to. Like, you should not have a dead app, right? Where it stays the same as it was when it was first launched. That's not the goal. So I love the way that you're doing that. I love how you're learning throughout the process. I am dying. I'm itching to see your app, and I have not played with it yet. So you're gonna get a real reaction from me. And I want you, Kelly, if you can talk me through it. I'm on your website. Tell me what to do, and I'll follow your
Okay.
instructions to the best of my ability.
Awesome. Okay. Well, if you were, well, you are a new person, so you just scroll through the website and just kind of get a layout of the land here. And then it will, it's gonna, if you just keep going through, it'll have like a little, like playthrough of how you play the missions, some real feedback. And then once you get to the bottom, there'll be another little area for you to click into the mission, which you could have done that at the very beginning. I just wanted you to see the whole website.
Okay, very cool. So should I?
Yep, so you're gonna click on any one of those. I would probably you probably wanna, well, it's up to you.
Well, I don't want to showcase my horrible spelling skills. So can I
Okay,
just?
Let's go
Junior.
with third through fifth grade then.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it to watch me not be good at this too. Okay, so spelling that actually sticks. No ads, no distractions, just learning. Built by homeschool mom of 3 for kids who learn differently. I love it. I'm all about learning differently. Yay! I love that mission alignment. Start free spelling missions, and then I like that.
Go ahead and click that start free spelling mission.
Okay,
Mhm.
this is exciting already. Is there
Yeah.
sound? There is sound as well.
There is. Yep. I created that sound on an app. It's called Marika, and I use it for making custom songs for my puppies.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
So,
whenever I have a litter, you can go ahead and click begin mission or begin operation.
Can I just say something?
Oh, yeah.
Noni and I had a conversation just yesterday about how apps make you feel something. And I'll tell
yeah.
you right now, I'm feeling excited. I feel determined. Your music helped me a lot. Like, I feel like I have to do something really important right now. So,
It makes you feel very it seems very luxurious as well with the color and the neon lightning ball. I really like it.
Thank you. That's definitely a Call of Duty style. That neon green is like very like gamer.
And that's something that children would love, especially the gamer children.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that you made it for your son. I am a girl mom, and I think my daughter would love it too.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
actually, that was one of the feedbacks that I did take into consideration. So, if you go into before you start a mission, if you go into the settings on the far right, on the bottom.
On the bottom. Do I see it? Oh, right there. Yeah.
Yes. And if you scroll down, you see how it says color themes. So
Yep.
you can implement Freedom Day now if you wanted to.
Oh,
And
cool.
then, yeah, so that was just like something fun, and it changes all the font. And then, so as you progress through with your XP, you get like unicorn magic, and so that has they're all locked right now because you have to actually get the XP to make them unlock. But then they have like cottage core, and so there are. I tried to do it like boy girl, boy girl, boy girl. And then like all of the sounds can all be changed. So you can change who reads the words, how they read the words. You can change like the sounds of the key taps, the sound effects, all of that stuff can all be changed. And then as you progress through, it also it unlocks those sounds. So you can change it, and it can make it sound like a completely different app if you want to do it.
It just makes it more accessible for more children.
It's so accessible. I mean, this is just making me so happy because that's,
I love
you know,
the colorblind mode. That's really great.
Yeah, and then there was like another area here if you go down. So one of the things that we do a lot of like timed stuff. And so we have, if you keep going down right here, setting timer. So if you hit like 15 minutes and hit start, and then you can do a custom, but we just normally do 15. And it'll pull up at the very top of the screen. And then you can pause it or stop it at any point. And that's kind of like just nice. So I'll normally just tell Silas do school for, or do spelling for 15 minutes. And then he'll start that timer, and then he's ready to go.
This is so cool. I am so impressed. I want to play real quick before we run out of time.
Go ahead.
What do I do? Do I hit
Alpha
deploy?
and alpha. Yep.
Okay, right here.
No, the alpha. Operation Alpha.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
just anywhere on it. And
Okay.
that's
Nice.
telling you about the letter assist.
Okay. A
Okay.
sharp tool with a handle used for cutting. So,
And then there you go. And then if you scroll down, then you see where the etymology, like where
Spelling
the word
skills.
comes from. You have Old English, and then it will
very-
tell you like the word in the context. And then it'll have like a little hint of like, oh, silent K.
yeah, the K is sneaky. I'm glad you called that out.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like how it's put it in
Night.
a sentence as well.
And you can go ahead and click off the hint, and it will like yeah. That way it doesn't pull up that H right away.
Oh, okay, got it, got it. So, and then you can hear the word
Night. Night.
Yep.
night. Oh.
Mhm.
A warrior in armor who served a king long ago.
And you
Okay.
don't have to wait for it to finish saying it. You can just do it in the middle. It'll be
So-
all right.
For the next one, can you deliberately spell it wrong so that we can
I
see
was just
what?
thinking that. Yeah.
Lamb.
Okay, I'm gonna for lamb.
Don't put the B.
Well, it would just say the
What
did.
bee?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
little
so it
lamb
makes a
followed its
difference now.
mother across the green field.
And then when you get it wrong, it says the word in context. And then also it will have like a little dot like under the B in a red little area, like, oh, you didn't get that. And then you don't get any XP if you get it wrong.
I'm doing one for fun right
Yeah,
now. I could
yeah,
probably stop, but
yeah.
well, I didn't hear that. Did you hear it?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
To go
no.
up.
Yeah, we might have found a bug in real time.
Yay. It's funny when you're a developer, finding a bug is exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
Oh,
for
I
me,
can
it's
do
like,
something. Yay.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna do
Um,
this, I'm gonna fix it, make it
Well,
better.
because you have speaks with it's crawl. It's crawl.
To go, no, it's no, it's climb.
With
All
up
right, we
something
did
climb.
it. All right. That was amazing, Kelly. I love what you've created. I mean, I'm a teacher with all the, the degrees and whatever, all the fancy stuff, and I am so impressed by
Absolutely.
what you're doing. I love how you did the accessibility. I love the immersive experience that you've created. I am going to download this and I'm going to use it myself, the legacy one, and I'm going to get the third through eighth for my kiddo.
Yeah, well, the
Look
legacy
for
one has
engagement.
totally different backgrounds than the kids ones. So the kids ones have like, anime or like bubbles or whatever fun little things. And then like I do new one like every month gets a new one that's automatically unlocked like the Freedom Day. And then but for the adults it's more mature.
Yeah,
But
I
Grader's
love
got
it.
these different themes. It just gets kids more engaged into it. It's so different from all the other spelling tools that you get.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. And I love that you created it for your child. So you solved a problem that you had, that he had. And through that, you're helping so many other parents and children and teachers even. Like this can be, I'm gonna, put it on my list. I give resources to my students and I say, use this. If for practice at home, I could say, hey, do Spellstrike. I know the person who made it, and this is amazing, and I can vouch for it. So I'm
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so floored
It's
by
a
what
great
you've
idea,
done.
actually. I might promote it throughout the school. I did show my class, but I think I'm gonna blast it throughout school because I did really enjoy using it as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's so you're so right about the autocorrect killing spelling, right? And it's not just, kids, it's also adults, and I love that you've thought of that.
Yeah, well, I will be a totally candid here. I had absolutely horrible spelling. When I first did the tactical for the 6th through 12th grade, I literally got every one wrong. Like all the way up until Operation Hotel. Like I just kept getting them wrong. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is like really bad."
I mean,
And
I did third grade because I was nervous. So you're in good company here.
but it's amazing. I literally have like now I can do the entire thing all the way through. And I've only been using it for like, I don't know, what, 4 months since the build-a-thon. And I have seen a difference in my own spelling. That's why I was like gonna make the legacy one because I was like, if I've just blew through all of these, which the way it's create like all of the apps, the way it works is that once you finish all the words in Operation Alpha through Zulu, then it automatically unlocks a new island in the map. So that's what the map is for. So as you complete mission, like the whole mission, it will auto-populate a brand new set of words. So the app has 1,500 words in it.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's amazing. That's really great. So they won't ever become a time where they get bored of it or there's a limit, so they stop playing it. They can
Yeah.
keep going. That's really
Great
cool.
stuff, Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you joined us today. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. If our listeners want to reach you, what's the best way to reach you?
I am on all platforms, Spellstrike Tactical, on pretty much everything, I think. So at Spellstrike Tactical on any platform, you're gonna find me.
Amazing, amazing.
We'll put your links down into the description as well. So thank
Perfect.
you so much for coming on today. I absolutely love see these new educational apps, and I was like in awe from the beginning, but
Yeah,
even great to have a look at it in a bit more depth. So thank you so much for coming on today.
yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on.
of course. Take care.